All right, welcome in Sagittarius for your 2026 reading. The messages that came through on January the 1st for your sign is grounding. And then I seen like darkness. I got this word in Spanish, sembrando, which means planting in Spanish. Some of you may speak Spanish or, associated with the language or the culture. Planting. And then I just heard okay. So I got planting your feet on the ground. So standing very firmly, or planting a new seed. Definitely lots of grounding. So some of you may want to work with nature. Maybe work with your plants, your herbs. Some of you may work with herbs. Your major arcana card is the Hermit. Okay. The Hermit is all about going inwards and similar to like a sacred pause, going inwards to reflect on whatever situations have happened, and then going back out with that newfound wisdom. Okay, so this is your 2026 overall energy is the Hermit, the angel of reflection. Lots of reflection for you in 2026, perhaps what's gone on in 2025, or even as, we've entered the year 2026 of how you've started the year. And perhaps I'm getting that, we make these New Year resolutions and stuff like that. I feel like some of you may be in the space of like, I anticipated to start 2026 a certain way and it hasn't exactly turned out that way. And it's okay. It is going to require hermit mode for you to go inwards and reflect. So for every sign, I've been getting a different deck and using different oracle decks. And for yours, I was called to use the Moonology deck and the Life Purpose Oracle cards. I'll pull one at the end. With the Moonology deck, it came out full moon. This was at the bottom of the deck when I pulled it out. Full moon in Sagittarius. I thought that was wild, being that this is your reading. And this says, look at the bigger picture, which definitely coincides here with this message of angel of reflection. And then also the deeper picture with the grounding message that I received, the darkness. It's like you may think that you're in the darkness, or you may very well be in a dark or shadow area of your life, but it'll require to, the power of duality. You have darkness and you have light. So in order, because one exists because of the other. Okay. And so what I'm trying to say is, yes, you may be in a moment of darkness or at a time of darkness, possibly going through a dark night of the soul, but with reflection inward, and recentering with yourself and possibly isolation, I feel that, this is the number 9 card also. So 9 is the ending of a cycle. So some of you are starting 2026 with trying to leave behind because of this darkness that you've been in. I have the look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, from the guidebook here. And it says, are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minute. Okay, I don't know how to say that word, but perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card is also a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. I also received 2 dates. I tried to look up like when is the next full moon in Sagittarius. And I was given the dates May 31st and June 11th. So between May 31st and June 11th, you may be called to a specific ritual or something that may be helpful for you, a practice, a sabbatical, or maybe start a new cycle of how you anticipate to move through 2026. Okay. I'm going to pull this one now, actually. This is the Life Purpose card, Oracle deck. Okay, well, all right, this is for 2026. I feel like some of you, thank you, body work. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. And your heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. And then we have teaching at the bottom of the deck. You inspire young people to learn. So I want to say this. Some of you are in the darkness because you've almost come to a place of like, what is my life's purpose? What is my mission? Why am I here? Why, some of you are really going through this kind of questioning things like, why did this happen? Yeah, okay. Some of you may have lost a relationship with a friend. It could have been, cutting words, arguments, or something that might have happened. It could be a family member. Thank you. Knight of Cups with the Two of Wands. I do feel that you will make progress towards this. I do think that it is going to require this hermit mode, this dark night of the soul, which is a form of a spiritual awakening. And so I think that releasing this past energy, whether you are in contact with this person or not, I feel like 2026 is showing you and allowing you to move through that and looking at the bigger picture. Accountability is a word that just was given to me by my spiritual team. And when you point one finger, you got three pointing back at you. So it's not a blame game either. However, it is a form of evolution and growth. Because you are all up in your head about this. This is very much mental restriction. It's almost like this thing, this person, or this connection. I really feel like it was a friendship connection or possibly even a family member. I feel like this has kind of put you in a place of like kind of reevaluating things and thinking things through, and has caused like a domino effect. I just heard of other things that are kind of collapsing for you. But ultimately, I do feel that because now this is, regardless of the reason for the disconnection, this is a chance for growth and evolution, as far as who your friendship circle is, who your tribe is, and how you connect, how you show up, and how you connect. I feel that, being in your head about it, I don't know why I said heads. It could be multiple people. This doesn't have to be just one person that you've disconnected from. But I do feel that it is going to require, this spirituality here with this Knight of Cups and the Hermit is a very spiritual energy. And looking at the bigger picture with the moon here, the full moon at that, which is all about release, right? So it's a culmination of everything that's gone on through that entire lunar cycle from the new moon all the way to the full moon. And so now it's about releasing that, right? So I think that most of you are, if this message is resonating for you, I feel that this could be something that you're kind of questioning about yourself, about your life. What is your purpose? What is your mission? Why did this friendship or family member do this? Or why did I do this to this friend or this friendship circle or this family member? And it's really going to require going inwards and reflecting to see where and how things evolved the way that it did. And then not only that, keep in mind the Hermit goes inwards, but then goes out with the brand new found wisdom. And so, more for progress with the Two of Wands. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Yeah, it's so much uncertainty. I do feel like this could have impacted your financial decisions. But ultimately, victory can be yours when you stand in your truth. Okay? You can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. So keep that in mind when you're going through this reflection period and this hermit mode. is, just be truthful to yourself, Sagittarius.